When silence broke the truth. Chapter 1. The silence that entered our home. Sarah always believed her marriage was strong. She had been married to Daniel for 11 years. They had 2 children, a small house, and a life that looked perfect from the outside. People often said, "You are lucky. Your husband is calm and caring." Sarah smiled every time she heard that. But inside the house, something had slowly changed. It did not happen suddenly. There was no shouting, no fight, no clear reason. It came quietly, like dust settling on furniture when no one is watching. Daniel stopped talking the way he used to. He still answered questions, but his words were short. He smiled, but his smile felt empty. At night, he stayed on his phone longer than before. At first, Sarah ignored it. Work stress, she told herself. Everyone changes a little with time. But her heart was not convinced. Daniel used to leave his phone anywhere, on the table, on the bed, even in the bathroom. Now, it never left his pocket. When a message came, he turned the screen away. Once, Sarah asked softly, "Who keeps messaging you so late?" Daniel replied quickly, "Office group, nothing important." His answer sounded normal, but his eyes avoided hers. That night, Sarah lay awake beside him. His back was turned toward her. She watched him breathe and thought, when did we stop facing each other? Chapter 2. The woman's heart never lies. Days passed, then weeks. Sarah noticed more things. Daniel stopped asking about her day. He stopped laughing at her jokes. He stopped touching her hand while walking. But he never shouted. He never complained. That hurt more. One evening, Sarah cooked his favorite meal. She dressed nicely. She even played soft music. She wanted to feel close to him again. Daniel came home late. "I already ate," he said. That was all. Sarah forced a smile and cleared the table alone. That night, she cried quietly in the bathroom so the children wouldn't hear. She whispered to herself, "Why do I feel lonely even when my husband is here?" Her best friend, Nina, called the next day. "You sound tired," Nina said. Sarah hesitated, then replied, "Daniel feels far away. I don't know why." Nina stayed quiet for a moment, then said gently, "Sometimes distance means something is hidden." Sarah didn't want to believe that, but the words stayed in her heart. Chapter 3. The question that changed everything. One night, after the children fell asleep, Sarah sat beside Daniel. "Can we talk?" she asked softly. Daniel sighed. "About what?" She said, "About us." He looked tired. "Sarah, not again." She swallowed her pain and asked, "Do you still love me?" Daniel paused for 2 seconds too long. "Of course I do," he said, but his voice felt empty. Sarah looked into his eyes and whispered, "Then why do I feel like I'm losing you?" Daniel stood up. "You think too much," he said. "I'm just tired." Then he walked away. That was the night Sarah realized something important. Silence can hurt more than anger. Chapter 4. The Phone That Changed My World. A few days later, something unexpected happened. Daniel rushed out for work and forgot his phone on the kitchen counter. Sarah noticed it immediately. Her heart started beating fast. She didn't want to touch it. She respected privacy. She trusted her husband, or at least she wanted to. But the doubt inside her was louder than her fear. With shaking hands, she unlocked the phone. She didn't search at first. Then she saw a name, Maya. Her heart dropped. She opened the chat. The messages were not about work. I miss you. Last night was special. Did you tell her yet? Sarah felt cold. She kept scrolling. Then she saw a picture. A small boy, around 5 years old. The boy had Daniel's eyes. Sarah dropped the phone. Her whole body shook. She whispered, "No, this can't be real." Chapter 5. The Longest Night of My Life. That night, Sarah didn't say anything. She served dinner. She helped the kids with homework. She smiled when needed. Inside, she was breaking. Daniel talked normally, unaware. Sarah watched him and thought, when did we lie to each other? When everyone slept, Sarah sat alone in the living room. Her heart asked many questions. Who is Maya? Is that child his? How long has this been happening? She cried silently and whispered, I gave you my whole life. Why wasn't that enough? Chapter 6. The truth finally spoke. The next evening, Sarah couldn't hold it anymore. She stood in front of Daniel and said calmly, I know about Maya. Daniel froze. Sarah, I saw the messages, she continued. I saw the child. Daniel sat down slowly. His face turned pale. After a long silence, he spoke. She is my son. Sarah felt her chest tighten. You've been hiding a child from me? She whispered. Daniel nodded. He explained everything. Maya was someone he loved before marriage. She became pregnant, but he didn't know for sure. Years later, she contacted him again. I was scared to lose you, he said. Sarah replied quietly, You lost me the moment you chose lies. Chapter 7. A Pain That Has No Shape. Sarah didn't shout. She didn't throw things. She simply felt empty. How long? She asked. 5 years, Daniel replied. 5 years of lies. 5 years of secrets. That hurt more than anything. That night, Daniel slept on the couch. Sarah sat by the window until sunrise. She didn't hate the child. She hated the lie. Chapter 8. Meeting the Other Woman. A week later, Sarah made a decision. She needed to see Maya, not to fight, to understand. When Maya opened the door, she looked nervous. You're Sarah, she said quietly. Yes. They talked. Maya didn't deny anything. I told him to tell you, but he was afraid. The child came into the room. Sarah looked at him. In that moment, her anger softened. She realized something important. Adults make mistakes. Children suffer.
Chapter 9. Choosing Strength Over Anger. After that meeting, Sarah felt different, still hurt, but stronger. She told Daniel, "I don't know if I can forgive you yet, but I won't live in hate." Daniel cried for the first time in front of her. "I'll change," he said. She replied, "Change is shown, not promised." Chapter 10. Learning to breathe again. The months that followed were hard. They lived together, but carefully. Daniel became honest, open, patient. Sarah didn't rush forgiveness. She focused on herself. She started writing again. She walked alone. She prayed. Slowly, her heart felt lighter. Chapter 11. A new beginning, not a forgetting. One evening, Daniel said, "Can we try again?" Sarah thought for a long time. Then she said, "I forgive you, not because you deserve it, because I deserve peace." Daniel held her hand gently. This time, she didn't pull away. Chapter 12. What Love Became. Love did not return the same way. It became quieter, deeper, more honest. Sarah knew one thing for sure now. Love without truth is fragile. Love with truth can survive anything. Epilogue. When silence finally ended. Years later, Sarah would tell her children, "Life will hurt you. People will fail you. But you must choose who you become after pain." Her story was no longer about betrayal. It was about strength.